You guys, it looks like I'm lost in the woods today. Looks like I'm going to be out here for a couple of days at least. I got a stream right down here, so I don't have to worry too much about drinking water for right now. But my first priority is going to have to be a shelter. It's starting to get a little bit colder, and the sun's starting to rise, which means the sun's going to be out. And I'm not going to have anything to keep sunlight off of me to keep me from baking out here. So shelter's got to be my first priority. I don't have to worry about water. If I didn't have a stream right here, water would have to be my first priority, but I've got a stream right here. I'm going to build my shelter right here where I'm standing at, so I don't have to worry a lot about that. So it looks like I'm going to have to get started soon on shelter, and yeah, it's going to be pretty rough out here, at least. The kind of shelter I'm going to be making this time is kind of styled like an Indian teepee. They used to use these when they traveled, these kind of shelters. I'm going to have to cut me 3 poles like this, but I've already gotten 2 poles cut. This size here, I've already got 2 poles, and I've got the tops knocked out for the string here. I'm going to be using the 550 paracord on this, nylon paracord. Pretty hefty stuff. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to pull my hatchet out, go up here, get this stick here out of the way. That out of the way. I'm going to have to cut this at an angle. You don't want to cut straight across. You want to cut down an angle, not straight. So I want to cut down an angle. There we go. That one's cut. A 3rd pole for my shelter. So it's not going to take me too long to make the shelter now. Okay guys, here's the tripod for my shelter. It's the frame of it. And what I wanted to show you up close was the where I tied it. I left about a foot of hangover on each pole, so the walls could lean up against it and the walls wouldn't fall if they was leaning up against these hangovers here. I notched the poles out right around the string so the string wouldn't slip and your shelter wouldn't fall in on you. So guys, this is a pretty easy shelter to make, and it's pretty quick to make. All you need is something to cut poles with and string. So I'm going to finish this thing up and I'll show it to you in a few minutes. Okay guys, I know this shelter doesn't look like much, but this is going to keep the light rains off of me and some of the wind and most of the sun. If I wanted to make a shelter that was going to be completely waterproof, it would take me several hours to do that, and I don't have time to waste. I need to be getting me some food, and I need to be getting some water boiled, a fire going, so I don't have time to waste. The shelter will do me good for tonight, but after tonight I guess I'll have to build it up a little bit more and see how that goes. Next thing I want to do is get me some water boiled and give me something to drink, because I've been up here for several hours and I haven't had anything to drink. So that's starting to get to me just a little bit. I need to be getting me something to drink like that. After I do that, I'm going to have to find me something to hunt with. So this is going to be pretty rough. Okay guys, I'm down here at the stream. I'm going to get me some water in my metal cup so I can boil it back at camp. I got me a cup full of water right here. That should work out pretty good. Now I gotta go back up to camp and boil it. We'll see how that goes. Okay guys, I just now got done boiling some water. I boiled this water for 15 minutes. Normally you'd want to boil it for 10 minutes at least, but I went ahead and boiled it for 5 minutes extra. It never hurts, just to be on the safe side. What I've done to this water here is I've added some pine needles in it, and this pine needles gives it some burst of nutrition, and also gives it some flavor. This will give me also a little bit of energy, So we're going to go ahead and take a drink of this. That's good stuff there, especially when you've been working on your shelter all day. You've been hiking, you haven't had any kind of fluids of any type. You have to get me in there and drink of this. That's really good stuff. Comes in handy to have a spring right beside your campsite. Never hurts anybody. Matter of fact, that's where you want to try to build your shelter at, is near a stream, to where you can get some kind of water. You can boil it. Okay guys, the next thing we'll have to do is make me a weapon that I can hunt with. I need something that I can get I can be pretty accurate with from long ranges away. I've got my hatchet and my knife with me, but I can throw them at an animal to try to kill it with it, but I'm not too accurate with either one of them. So what I had in mind making was a spear. Now, one of these small trees up here, I was going to try to find me some flint that I could chafe into an arrowhead and tie that on with my rope. But the most important thing about hunting with a spear is you need to be quiet, stealthy, and accurate. You got to be all three of them things. If you're lacking one of those skills, then you're not going to have too much luck. So I guess I need to get started on the spear and hope for the best and go from there. There's birds everywhere, so I'm going to try to get me a bird or a squirrel or something. Try to fix them over the fire. If not, I'll have to try to find me a creek or something like that and try to spear fish like that. But we'll have to see. This one I'm going to make the handle out of my spear with. So I'm going to go ahead and trim it up as best I can. Okay, now that I got tons of limbs off of it. Okay, you're going to want to cut down at an angle. You don't want to cut straight because you're not going to get through it as fast. And you can be more precise if you cut at an angle. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this at an angle. And there's the handle for my spear, guys. Okay guys, I got my piece of flint napped out. As you can see, it's really sharp. And I've got a place notched down on my handle. And it's just going to sit down on there like so. So, get a little piece of flint. And I'm just going to take my cord and I'm just going to tie it up around there. And go from there. Hopefully I can kill something with it. So, I'm just going to tie this up, get a couple practice shots in, and hope for the best. Okay guys, what I have just made is a Indian style spear. It's got my old tree handle, and my piece of flint that I napped out, and some paracord. And looks like I can make a good little spear. Hopefully we can kill something with it and bring it back to camp and eat it. This should be a good little spear. I hope so anyway.